Ahoy, mateys and Zelda fans! I am so excited to bring you some Zelda news. It's me, Captain Keaton, and I love Zelda. I've dedicated my whole channel to Zelda. Zelda interviews, Zelda perspectives, and here we're doing some new Zelda news, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. This is not a live reaction. I'm just trying to beat the traffic today in more ways than one. I got to head to work in like 10 minutes. And also a bunch of people are definitely about to be posting their reactions to this lovely little title here. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of recreate what was it like for me. So without further ado, let's get into it. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I'm going to pause at a couple points. Be sure to subscribe if you love Zelda, because I do. She's my gal. There's our boy Link. That's his girl Zelda. yes, chibi toy style. Excellent. And also, starting at the Ganon battle, I immediately thought of Link to the Past and sort of the end sequence there. It's been a minute since I played Link to the Past, but this is very reminiscent of that. So the first thing I was thinking is, are we getting a remake? Is this a Link to the Past remake? If so, I'm definitely down. I'm a big Link to the Past fan. It's not my favorite, but I do appreciate it greatly. And here we are. Dude, can I just admire how Link just finessed Ganon with a frickin' front flip to a spin attack? That was awesome. Okay, what do we got going? Crack the crystal. Find the princess. Run, Zelda, run! Okay, she's running from the plasma. Okay, at this point, you can kind of see this is not just a remake. You got a game where Zelda is now the focus of the camera. To me, it's very clear that she is about to be the protagonist in whatever this is. And you're starting at the end. So you got some timeline speculation stuff going on here. Is this immediately after Link to the Past or some other Zelda title that I am not making the connection to? Let's speculate. You lost your lover, but you got this beautiful land, Zelda. It's all yours. Who needs a guy? You got Queen. You got Hyrule. Okay, this is freaking phenomenal. You've got the Link's Awakening art style. I don't really think they've touched it up too much, but let's just look and absorb all of this beauty. Actually, you know, they have the kind of blocky style if you look in the background. So, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second, but everything is very, I guess I'd say rigid until you get to some of the ridges, unironically. You got the bombable wall. Okay, so you can see those. There's going to be some secrets floating around. And the title is Echoes of Wisdom. So let's find out more.
Hello, everyone. I'm A.G. Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Yes, thank you for your service, A.G. A.G. Aonuma, for those who do not speak Japanese, Ao, A-O, translates to blue, and it is coincidentally the color of my face when you tell me that we're only getting Breath of the Wild Zeldas from now on, which, by the way, this is not. So thank you, A.G. Aonuma, for respecting the fans. Of the old heads. I'm an old head. I'm not that old. But AG, you haven't aged a day. Aged. Hyrule fan. Love it. Love the show.
What you just saw was the latest installment, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. This time around, Link has vanished. Now, it's up to Princess Zelda to step into the protagonist role.
Do it.
You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then? Here we...
Okay, just as a point of comparison, that Princess Peach game kind of came out and then just disappeared. I know they did like the bubble tea crossover, but that just kind of looked gimmicky. This does not so far. This looks like a epic standalone title for Zelda, which I don't think she's had up to this point in the entire legacy of the Legend of Zelda, her whole legend. It's almost 40 years old now. At 38 years old, Zelda, you did it, girl. You got your own game. I'm so proud of you.
We wanted to create
And it doesn't look like it sucks.
a new gameplay style.
Which is a problem with some entries in this series. I think you see, like, when you get to like those Triforce Heroes or even some of the DS makes, like, yeah, this is kind of gimmicky. They're just going with like the freaking hardware and trying to chalk up some of the ideas here. I don't think it's that as explicit here, and we'll talk about it.
that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective. To explain more, please take a look at this video.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and
Okay, you gotta try harder. I know they're going with the Triforce theme, but man, these names, they're getting worse, man. The Tri-Rod, the Tri-Fairy, the Triforce. Okay, I get it. Try.
sets off on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom.
By the way, it is adorable that she is wearing Link's hat, which is the perfect word for this game. It's freaking adorable.
By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it, called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up.
Okay, I want to come back to this in a minute or so, but this is very clearly a Dragon Quest Builders influence, I feel like, or maybe Minecraft. I'm not a Minecraft fan, but they're really appealing to the do anything anywhere crowd and using it as puzzles to progress through the game, which is kind of the Zelda style. It's all about puzzles. It's all about thinking, how will I get through this obstacle? And that's really cool. You use freaking furniture to move around the overworld. Amazing.
Just like that.
Just like that.
You can create wooden boxes, old beds, and unusual things like water blocks.
Okay, this is more than I can do. I'm not a handy man, but I do think that hey, behind every great man is a great woman, and here's links. And this whole concept is super cool. Learn anything, anywhere, anytime. Hold up your Joy-Con and press ZL if it's usable on the object. And you'll see the water block build up in a second.
How you use them separately or together is entirely up to you. Learn and create echoes of things you find while exploring Hyrule. You might be surprised at what you discover.
Dude, I just want to go freaking surfing down a raft and a bed. Like, that would be so cool.
Even battles will look different.
Surfing down a river with a bed as a raft. I'm using English.
You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for example.
Combat, let's freaking go. Can I throw the bed? Because they said earlier she doesn't get the sword, so what is it going to look like when you're fighting? So here you go.
That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters.
Yes, queen, girl. This is sorcery at its finest. One thing I want to speculate on here is, will you add them to a repertoire where you can summon any type of monster at any time? If so, that would be amazing. Basically opens up the game to many ways of play, and also thinking about weaknesses and how monsters align, what is best to use in certain situations. Let's go Moblin.
After doing so, they'll fight by your side. Monsters have different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation.
Okay, got
Wisdom.
Side scrolling there, by the way. Just a quick shout out to kind of the Zelda 2 style. I know it was done in Link's Awakening, but now you're doing it in the standalone Zelda title. It is a bit of a throwback. Granted, it's not the whole game, but it is nice to see.
Is key after all.
Neat. Piranha plant. Oh. it's a deck bomb.
In a Hyrule without Link, the fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
How was that?
10.
I hope you enjoyed
Love
this
it.
demonstration of the Echo ability, which channels Princess Zelda's wisdom. There are a lot of echoes in this game. To be honest, I haven't counted them all yet.
Dude, how many? Let's take predictions. How many echoes do you think are going to be in Echoes of Wisdom? I'm going to say a modest 300.
How you solve puzzles and battle
And 27.
enemies will change depending on the echoes used. In short, we've created a game where each player's experience will be different.
Okay, so that is definitely an appeal to the modern gamer. They want to open it up to multiple ways of play, keep it less linear. For some reason, they've seen that word linear as toxic almost for Zelda, I guess just in recent entries. You know, the exception would probably be your Skyward Sword remake, but basically every Zelda game now is designed around the concept of open-ended. How can you play? A million ways to play. There's a bunch of puzzles to solve your way. I don't think linear is bad, and I don't think open-ended is bad either. So it's not necessarily a good, bad thing. It's just different, and it's a different style of play. I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing how it translates in this game, but I just want to, I still want kind of that concise package and one that's not too daunting. I don't think this will be. I'm looking at this overworld map, and I mean, the game doesn't look huge. I don't need it to. I need it to be a modest sized game that I could replay several times over.
The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom launches September 26th.
Dude, I can't wait. So, all right, don't push that back. That's like 3 months from now. That's excellent. But I just got to wrap up because I got to go to work. But, dude, I am stupidly excited for this beautiful, adorable game, and I'm going to get it day one. Will you? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Captain Keaton, and this has been Zelda News.